What is up, Luxurious Fleet? How's everyone doing tonight? It's going to be a jolly good time. We're about 32 and a half minutes out until the QX60 Monograph starts, at least the Unveil. Crazy thing happened is that Cnet, like the website that covers technology, they also have the Roadshow, which is a huge part of their traffic. That is their automotive forum, automotive distinction. I don't know what the right word is. But Cnet leaked images for the INFINITI QX60 probably about 6 hours ago. And if you go and try to see the website, of course they took it down already. However, I was able to get the images. Now, I'm not going to show you those images, and the reason why is we're 30 minutes away. So it will be interesting. I already have some opinions about the vehicle based off of the looks, but I'm going to keep my lips zipped. I think you guys will like it. Now, of course, I found things about just the overall exterior design. That's all that I saw, exterior design. I don't know if they're going to show us interior design yet. I don't know if they're going to talk much about powertrains. I think it's going to be as vague as the Nissan Z Proto or the Proto Z was, where in the Proto Z Unveil, they're like, yeah, it's got a twin turbo V6 and a 6-speed manual. That's all they said. That's all they said. I think it's going to be quite as vague as that reveal was. So what I am expecting tonight, guys, is an hour long-ish reveal. I think they should limit it to about 30 minutes, but knowing Nissan, they're like, hey, free coverage, free press. I think they're going to have an hour long, maybe about 5 minutes be pretty decent, and the rest of it be in fluff. So we'll see. Thank you guys for coming out. Hopefully you brought your snacks and drinks. I am enjoying a delicious Hofbrauhaus Festbier. It is a delicious Oktoberfest beer from Germany, and just hearkening back to the German blood that I have running through my veins. And now I will kind of read through the chats a little bit as we lead up. So Nissan Nation Productions is in the house. Does it look good to me? MPG, yes, it looks very good. I like the looks of it. We'll have another CVT transmission. I don't know if they're even going to talk about that. Dear God, I hope not. Looks better than 2022 MDX. Well, the 2022 MDX hasn't been announced, but the 2022 MDX Chessie is going to be here. It's going to be available to purchase way before this QX60 is going to be. About, I don't know, 6 to 9 months before. That's my guess. So Der Schweindel. Okay, sorry. I missed your comment. You're talking to someone else. So sorry, but Carlos Hernandez, I want to see what the interior looks like. I hope they show us interior. Land Rover, maybe. Chessie saw the leak. He was the one that kind of let me know about the leak. He's seen it, and he says it's a big step up. So yeah. I really hope that they stop using Jatco CVT. Me too, but let's be real here. Ollie Autos, how you doing? Yeah, Chessie, I hope it uses a 9-speed. We'll have to wait to see. Let's see here. Robert says, I'm having sangria like my Spanish. Ooh, I had sangria this past week. One of my friends sent my wife and I some sangria. It was delicious. It's a little too sweet for me, but I'll definitely drink it. Nissan Hawaii Nation donated $2.99. Thank you so much. Do you have a question, a comment, so I can expound upon that? But he fist pumped me. That was a fist pump donation with a. Is it a pear? It's like a pear with a headband fist pumping me. I feel like I'm tripping right now. MDX just has styling from the TLX. Yeah, well, we'll see. I think a lot of the I mean, you can say that all about Lexus cars too. They all have the spindle grille, and I think Acura is trying to be more of a premium brand, and they're trying to have all of their designs focused around that diamond pentagon grille and the jewel lights. I'm okay with that. I think it's a good look. Zonda's in the house. Zonda, how you doing? What do I think about Lexus ES350F? You should watch my review on it. I reviewed it back in the day. SJ Wowkirk, his Japanese wife, and his 12 daughters are moving to Dallas, right? On the Toyota headquarters, just to get the inside scoop. That's dedication. Maybe alternate reality. Do not have a Japanese wife. I have a Cuban wife, so. We're still about a half an hour away. So a lot of time to just hang out, have a good time. And I love starting my streams early because I just enjoy hanging out with you guys and talking with you so much. Chesney thinks it'll go on sale in the second quarter. Well, we'll see. We'll see. That's all I have to say. What do I think about the Tesla Model S Plaid? Well, if you watch, Tony's asking this, if you watched my live stream on Battery Day, that was the only time I got excited during the entire Battery Day. The rest of us, it's like, okay, it's several years down the road. Well, ifs and maybes going on in Battery Day. But the Plaid was pretty damn exciting. That's all I got to say about that. Only thing that got me really, really excited about Battery Day. The rest of it was like a 3-hour snooze fest. Wasn't it? I don't know if it was on the same level as the 400Z, or should say the Z Proto announcement. I could probably say the Z Proto was still probably more entertaining because we got to see the car for the first time. INFINITI isn't even showcasing it on their YouTube channel at all. They might be. You guys have to realize, and I just refresh the page here. This is not a live stream on their end. It's not like a premiere either. They're just uploading a video at 7 o'clock. So I'm just live streaming public access to this video. So it is breaking coverage for people who, I guess, have not been hidden behind the NDA. Cnet kind of broke that NDA. I hope they don't get in too much trouble for that. I haven't been in too many NDAs, but I don't plan on breaking any of them, because you ruin the trust of the manufacturer, and then it's all gone. It's all gone from there. Dean Morata, is Lexus GX going to be discontinued? I think so. I think it's going to be replaced by that TX nameplate that they just trademarked. We'll see, though. We'll see. Jatco is the worst thing ever to happen in Nissan. Well, you could say even above that might be Renault. But without Renault, we wouldn't have Nissan either. So it's a catch-22. Which is your... let's see here. Johnson Toe. I wonder if they'll still use dual screen setup like the Q50, QX60. We'll see. We'll see. Second quarter 2021 is extremely hopeful. I agree. But it needs to come in. This vehicle needs to come in 2021. I believe it is. I believe it's going to be in third or fourth quarter 2021. That's my feeling. Is it LCF happening? I don't know, guys. My heart says yes, but my brain says no on the LCF. Will, how you doing? I'm so far behind on comments. All right, let's see here. How far behind am I? Really far. Really far. SJ says Kirk is the best. You guys need to subscribe. Thank you, brother. Julio Zapata. That means shoe, man. That's an epic last name, right? It's similar to shoe. Zapatos. Zapatos is shoes. Zapata must mean something different, but it's close to shoes, right? Hello, Kirk. With Nissan making the 400Z manual, now you think Toyota might make the change to manual non-BM? They're not gonna make a non-BMW Supra until after 2025. And after 2025, I think they discontinue it. But if they decide to make another one, it's going to be maybe in conjunction with Mazda and a RX-9 or whatever. That's my gut feeling. Where am I watching the Unveil? And you guys can watch the Unveil too. It just might be a little out of sync with the stream. So I'm over here at, let's see if I can zoom out. Let's hold on a sec. So if you look at the top left here, it might look really small to you, but it's a global.infinitynews.com. And if I click where to watch the Infiniti QX60 Monograph reveal, it shows me this page. And it'll be revealed via immersive presentation on global.infinitynews.com. That's exactly where I just was. So they're like, okay, well, it's going to be here. Just click this link, which takes me back to where I was in the first place. So is Infiniti still alive? In America, I think they're really only left in America. Maybe somewhere in the Middle East as well. Maybe China. Fact check me on that. They kind of remind me of Acura. They really only have like North America left as their stronghold. Okay, Nissan Hawaii donates $4.99. I'm really far behind, guys. You guys are extra chatty tonight. What is it? It's a Thursday night, guys. It's like Thirsty Thursday or something. You guys just are thirsty for the chat. Do you guys have any insights, or do you have any insights regarding the new Nissan Frontier 2021? I don't. I think it'll be unveiled this year, and then be on sale sometime early next year. We already have the new engine for it and the current Frontier. And that just reminds me, I need to make a t-shirt for the Frontier. I already have a Tacoma shirt, Taco Tuesday shirt for Tacoma. I need to make a Last Frontier shirt, Star Trek kind of cheesy thing t-shirt for the Frontier. And I also want to make a t-shirt for super handling all-wheel drive, but put like something on the end that makes it look like shouty, because it's already shod. Just put a Y on the end or a couple E's. Get your shouty t-shirt. I'll probably make an emoji for it as well. So shouty. That'd be so much fun. Hey, shouty. Farhan, hi Kirk, are you planning to review Acura TLX 2021 anytime soon? I don't know about anytime soon. So I'm in a tricky spot. I live in the middle of nowhere. I live in Nebraska. And I'm very, very lucky that I have a company that is driving cars 8 hours to me from Denver for me to review. I don't know. I just don't understand. I'm so blessed that I have a company doing that. So I'm kind of at the mercy of just my current situation where I live. I will be eventually moving to Florida, South Florida, where I can review cars more quickly. And then the more subscribers I get, guys, if you're in the chat and you're not subscribed, that will help me out if you do. The more subscribers I get, the better the chance I have to review brand new cars first, because all the the Straight Pipes, Alex on Autos, Redline Reviews, all those guys get like top priority, and there's probably 15 more at least. Righties rides. He's grown a lot lately. There's so many more. Savage Geese, my boy Savage Geese. There's so many more that have priority over me, and there's not that many review cars. So yeah, and I would love to eventually also review so many other cars, but like the RAV4 Prime, who knows? Who knows when I'll be able to review that? Right now, I'm just trying to review what cars I can get, and I really don't have a whole lot of control over that. So it might seem that I'm reviewing old cars. So for example, I have a CHR coming to me tomorrow, but it's a 2020. Now 2021s are already detailed, so I will be incorporating a lot of that information, the 2021 information, into my 2020 review, so you guys can just have the differences between the two. So hopefully that answered your question. SJ, how does your job work? Do you just consume as much Japanese, Korean info from as many sources as you can to bring us what you think is reliable? Kind of. I'm not gonna. I could probably make an entire video on like the day in a life, but that would be on a separate channel, which would be my Kirk Rifles Outnumbered channel, which I've talked about sparingly in the chat before, but I'm not there yet. I'm not to the point where I want to start my secondary channel where I blog about more intimate things in my life. Yeah, Supra is going to be here till 2025. Mario Striker, Thursday. He's feeling it. Do I get Nissan press cars? I can, Joe. I definitely can. I have a decent relationship with Nissan. They sent me all the information about the Aria early. So when the NDA ended, like it was like 1 or 2 a.m. my time, I posted it that early in the morning. Now, for some reason, they didn't reach out to me about the 400Z or the Z Proto. So, I just live streamed it instead, and we had a hell of a time. We had such a good time at the 400Z live stream. Yep, I made a video on the Maxima 40th Anniversary Edition yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. Julio, my little one is watching the stream with me. Can you please give my son, Alexander Zapata, a shout out? Alexander, you're the boy. You're the man. You're the man. You have a wonderful father as well. And I hope you enjoy your time in the stream tonight. I'll do my best to make it a family-friendly stream. Can't always guarantee that, but thank you for watching, and you're the man, Alexander. Move out to Houston so I can hang out with Scotty. I'll do it, guys. Kirk, will you be planning to do a dad's hospital workout with a newborn naps partoon? You never know. Never know. Pauline says, I'm moving to Raidi's Rides territory. I don't know what that means. I respect the guy. I don't watch hardly any of his videos, but the fact that he's growing so fast, I mean, how can you not respect the dude? He seems like he has a pretty good presentation now as well. Not my type of style, and everyone has a different style. I gravitate towards certain ones and try to emulate certain ones, but I eventually just have to, do my own thing. Aaron's in the house. Robert Fernandez, hey, Robert Fernandez could be my wife's cousin. That's all I gotta say. My wife has a cousin that's Bobby Fernandez, and he lives in Miami. But I'm sure there is more than one Bobby Fernandez or Robert Fernandez in Miami. So Savage Geese is 100. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I enjoy his stuff. Everyone is scared to send cars to Scotty, except the Asian automakers. Excuse me, I just burped. Excuse me. Perdóname. Permiso. Hacker Infinity is basically American only model. Yep, China, Middle East, Russia, maybe, yeah. RAV4 Prime availability is ridiculous. Agree. Kevin likes my honesty. I'm always going to be as honest as I can. Always honest as I can. I'm human. I'm not perfect, but I'll do everything I can to bring you honesty and a little bit of comedy on the way as well. We've got about 12 minutes still. The good man, how you doing? Do I own any Nissan cars? No, I don't think I've ever owned any Nissan cars. Doesn't mean I won't. GTR one day, maybe. GTR. What do I think about the GM Honda partnership? You mean Gundam? Shameless plug. Shameless plug here. You guys see this? My Gundam t-shirts? That's what I think about it. I think it's genius. Dude, guys, they're going to be making massive mechs to take over the world. That's what I think about it. I'm pretty happy about that design I made. If you guys don't know, on that here, I'll go back to it. The wings on that Gundam are the Honda wings. I don't know if you guys realize that small touch. You know, like the Honda logo wings. Robert's like, I'm not your wife's cousin, I promise. Did I translate any more on the MR2? A little bit more, but it wasn't anything necessary for me to share. Aaron says, do I like Volvo? I've always liked Volvo. My uncle had a Volvo when I was a kid, like the big wagon. I don't even know what this ugly brown wagon, but I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a Volvo. When I was a kid, I'm like, it's so cool. It's like a 5-speed manual as well. I think it was epic. And the Volvos being made now, I really enjoy the responsiveness of them with that supercharged / turbocharged, what is it, a 2-liter? I think it's ridiculous. I haven't driven any of their hybrids or anything like that, but what I enjoy most about Volvo, and you could watch my reviews on the XC90, I just love their interiors. So I'm definitely a sucker for Volvos. And yes, it is definitely owned by, largely owned by Geely, which is China, yep. But damn, do they make good interiors. Julio's like, shout out to my other son, Fernando Zapata. Fernando, you're the man. You're the man. Yeah. Yep. I Gundam was always the show that I loved to watch, but for some reason I can never, when I was a kid, it never like came up on like Toonami or Cartoon Network during the time when I was able to watch it. So I haven't seen a whole lot of Gundam, but when I got a chance to watch it when I was a kid, like it made me so happy. And there's a few other animes I did as well when I was a kid. I can't even think of a couple of the names. I know exactly kind of what they were, but the only one that's really stuck with me throughout the years is Dragon Ball. So that's why in some of my videos, you've seen Dragon Ball. I have a 7-star Dragon Ball. So I do love anime for sure, and I just don't have enough time to watch a lot of anime. I do love sports as well, so I watch, now that sports are back on, I watch quite a bit of sports. So Hector says, how sad is it that Lexus left the F-brand die? Yeah, I don't feel like crying on stream right now, so What's the best engine? Lexus 5-liter V8. Was it the 2UR? 2UR GSE? Gosh. I have been covering Lexus so little. My Lexus knowledge is slipping. 2UR GSE. 5-liter V8. 471 horsepower, depending on the application. Steven, donating a 5-spot. Thanks, brother. Steven's already a member. He's just loving on me. I have a kid on the way. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Plan on getting an SUV within 2 to 3 years for my family. Let's see if this new QX60 will be good. Hey, all I have to say is congratulations. That's you having a kid is way more important. Hey, and Steven, is it your first child? If so, you're gonna love it. You're gonna be sleep deprived for the first time in your life, probably. You're going to be tested with patience, more so than you ever have. But keep your cool. Realize sleep really isn't that important. You can always sleep later. You'll always be able to catch up on sleep as the baby gets older. But I can give you tons and tons of dad advice. I have more experience as a dad than I do as a car person. So many questions. What's my favorite NFL team? Go Chiefs, baby. I live in Nebraska. I grew up in southeastern Nebraska, which was only about 2.5 hours away from Kansas City. So the Chiefs have always been one of my favorites. And yeah, there's no denying the Chiefs are my favorite NFL team. MDX Type S is around the corner. Yeah, you better believe it. When does the reveal start? Oh gosh, 5 minutes from now. Steven says, first child, I'm excited and enjoying all my good sleep now. Yeah, yep. Don't stress out about it. You don't need to read any books. You don't need to. Everyone learns on their own way. Every baby's different. I have 4 babies. I had 4 babies. Every single one of them's different. Everyone has different needs. Everyone has different behaviors and schedules and things like that. So, yeah. Yep. Just, I can give you general advice, but when it comes down to it, only you can be the father of your child, and you're going to be a great father, Stephen. You thought my brother was Kirk Cousins from the Vikings? You guys. You know, I get Aaron Rodgers all the time. I look the most like Aaron Rodgers. But my wife says I look a lot better than him. Just saying. Mikey in Vegas, what would be your thoughts as far as Japan having the coolest names than the ones we get in the US? Fair Lady Z. Excuse me. Yeah, they have cooler names. Skyline. The Skyline is a cooler name than like the Q50, right? Yeah, they have cooler names over there for the most part. Oh, a Lexus question. I'm thinking about getting a new Lexus RX 350. I heard that there will be a new model 2023. I mean, if you can always wait for another car, wait for it. I don't know what you're currently driving right now, Jay. I don't know what to tell you. You can always wait. That's the thing. Like, I'm a big computer technology fan. You can always keep waiting. But at some point, you eventually have to make a decision. It's the same thing with cars. There's always a new car. There's always a new technology. There's always a new model right around the corner. Eventually, you have to make the decision. Now, if you need a new car yesterday, you're not going to regret getting a Lexus RX. It's one of the best made vehicles on the planet. What do I think of Volvo's little brother Polestar? More power to him. What is a brand? I own Toyotas. But I'm open to other brands as well. So just, I'm not like a Toyota only snob or anything like that. Looking to get a used 15 or 16 Q50? What do you think? I know you have reviewed one before. Just do your research. I don't know what the issues are or that you could potentially run into on a 15 or 16 Q50. They're not really my specialty. But yeah, just do your research. If it's got the VQ 3.7 liter V6, you could just pull the trigger. I mean, those things are pretty bulletproof. I don't know what the reliability is on their turbocharged engines, although they're excellent in torque and response. I do really enjoy their turbocharged 3 liter V6s that are in current cars. But yeah, just do your research on them. If it's got that 3.7 liter, you shouldn't have to worry about anything. Julio Zapata throwing a 5-spot at me. Thanks for the shout outs. What's my favorite engine on what cars? Mine's a 2JZ on the Super Bowl. The 2JZ, I mean, that's like a given, right? 2JZ is one of the most legendary engines ever made. You know, a shout out to Yamaha on that, right? I do thoroughly enjoy the 2UR GSE, the 5-liter V8 in Lexus products, and I thoroughly enjoy the 1UZ FE that debuted in the LS400, and especially when they gave it variable valve. Is it time? Holy cow, it's getting close. And what was it, 98, 99 model LS? They added a VVTi to it to get it close to 300 horsepower. Those are some of my favorite. What are the chances that they're both V8s, right? What are the chances? James says, love Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm so far behind, guys. I'll do my best. Glad you don't bash unreliable cars like Scotty. Well, Scotty has way more experience, so he can bash those cars. And Alex and Autos had a good point. He's like, I don't talk about used cars on my channel. I just talk about new cars. That's just kind of what he focuses on, because that's a whole nother ball game. When you're talking about used cars, all the problems, long-term reliability, the issues with each individual model, like that's a whole nother ball game. I feel like you need to be a technician or a car mechanic to be able to speak on things like that, and that's why Scotty is so popular, because he's seen so many cars. He knows what happens over time to certain makes, certain models, and he speaks from the heart for the most part. So mad respect for Scotty and his honesty. And you know, I'm not going to talk shit on any new cars, because all new cars have a new warranty, and that's the focus of my channel's car news. And you know, I'll bring you up to date on car reviews as well, mainly on new cars. Every once in a while I'll do a used car for you guys, but not to that point yet to do it regularly. Only thing wrong with the Q50 is a transmission. I would say that's the Achilles heel for most Nissan Infiniti products. So are we close? Are we close? I'm at 701, and I'm at the Infiniti site here. Pressing refresh. Clicking every single thing I can. I don't see it live yet. And this happened, something similar to this happened with the Acura TLX reveal. It was about a 10-minute delay on their website for it to be updated. Watch, it's on their YouTube. Of course it is. I don't, is it supposed to be a, because I'm at Infiniti USA and I do not see that vehicle on their website. I did. I clicked in Infinity on the YouTube. On the YouTube, I sound like an old person. Infinity USA. I see myself streaming. I don't see anything else. I see. I'll click on Infinity USA here. I'll show you guys what I'm seeing. All I see is this right here. The video is uploaded. Look at this. I'm at Infinity USA. Not Infinity USA, just regular Infinity? Goodness gracious, Infinity. So I have to go to their normal Infinity? I don't even see their page. Dude, this is the same thing that happened to Acura's live stream or their announcement. It's like, oh, check back here. This is where you need to watch it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Well, the page is now live. So what the frick? Do I need to type in like Infinity Global? Some of you guys are global. Here, let's click this one. I'm at the global page and there's nothing there. That's all QX60. All right, so here we are. We're at the press release. And I'm just going to break it down because it's available now. So I just passed it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Goodness gracious. All right. All right. Here we go. Let's watch it together and then we can talk good, bad, indifferent. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, you can watch it right here at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time." You couldn't watch it there. It's just like, oh, here's a press release. That's exactly what happened. Oh, here's no audio. Okay, sorry. Okay, it's just ridiculous music. Hold on. There's audio. There's no one talking yet. Okay, good. You can hear it now. Okay, global headquarters.
Home. Home is a feeling, a place where
That's
you can
Ashwani
reconnect
Gupta
with
right
your
there.
heritage and the people who know you best. Today, I am thrilled to invite you to our home, the global headquarters of Nissan Motor Company in Yokohama, Japan, and the new home of Infinity. Thousands of employees across Japan have long inspired and crafted Infinity vehicles. From our design
Yes,
center
it looks like a Land
and
Rover
R&D
from the side.
facility in
Land
Natsuki
Rover Velar.
to our world-class
100%.
production facilities in Kyushu and Tochigi. Now, with its headquarters here in Yokohama, we can finally declare that Infinity is home. I often get the question of how the Infinity and Nissan brands relate.
What happened to Gone?
For me, it is
Gone
easiest
is gone.
to explain in the tale of two famous Japanese cities, Tokyo and
Kyoto.
Kyoto.
I want to go
When
to
you
Kyoto
think of
so
Tokyo,
bad.
you immediately have images of a super high-tech, innovative, and colorful city with a thrill at every turn. This is very much the Nissan
He
brand.
does not look like the
But just a
Nintendo
few hours
CEO.
away, is the
Not even
infinitely
close.
refined,
This guy's Indian.
breathtakingly beautiful city of Kyoto, a timeless place full of artists, technology, and sophistication. We find this poetic sense of beauty and style in Kyoto that captures the spiritual essence of the Infinity
There is fake
brand,
exhaust here, which I'm
from
going
the
to talk
folds
about.
of a kimono to the lines drawn from origami. You will find little touches of that Kyoto style
Koi fish, yeah.
in
Koi fish are
Infinity
cool.
products today. More than 30 years ago, an elite team of employees set out to redefine the luxury market, giving
Flames is like, I
birth
can't take this
to
guy
the Infinity
seriously.
brand. Their vision was to create a brand focused on the human touches and the personal connection of the driver to the machine.
What is the
And to
Pathfinder
be a
reveal?
vision of the future,
I don't know.
like the logo that keeps its eyes to the horizon. Since its inception, Infinity has been guided by these core values of human, daring, and forward. Today, we are again looking forward to a bright new horizon for our premium brand and for the important role Infinity will play in Nissan's transformation plan, Nissan Next. Infinity has spent the past year focusing its
This guy
operations,
looks like
building a
Gone.
sustainable business
Kind of
in
squatty, big
23
head.
core markets
You want the
around
volume up
world.
higher?
We are
It doesn't
freshening
go
up
much
the
higher.
lineup
That's maxed out.
with the FX-inspired all-new QX55 coming this November, and the
hear it.
QX60, which you will get
that
to
louder?
preview in the Monograph, showing the elegant, more muscular design we have in store for our premium three-row SUV. We are opening a dedicated display here in our global headquarters gallery, where you can see the new QX60 Monograph or the FX and
Oh, it's
others
too loud?
iconic vehicles. Now, let me virtually be the first to welcome you
that better?
inside our headquarters.
Just trying to make everyone
see
happy.
more.
Someone said it wasn't loud enough. It was good before. I thought so. All right, here we go. Here we go.
These are the best days in the office. Standing in the new Infinity Gallery, just a few feet from a
Payment
new
Cargar.
product and the
I've
wraps,
heard of this dude.
I'm reminded just why I love the car business. I'm an engineer by trade and have always been fascinated with how a series of parts can come together to make something truly special. As a chairman of Infinity, I no longer work with sheet metal every day, but
Sheet metal.
the principles of engineering, bringing parts together to work in harmony, still apply in assembling the diverse and talented global team of Infinity. Since I arrived last spring, we have been very busy
How's the volume
reinforcing
now? I just made
product
it a
plans
little
for
bit
Infinity
louder.
and re-engineering the future of this great brand. When I look to the new horizon for Infinity, I can't wait to share all the exciting things that are coming. But what I can share today is the dramatic new vision for the QX60 Monograph. Now, many of you may be wondering, what is a monograph? A monograph is defined as a detailed study of a single subject. To Infinity, that single
This is-
subject
this
is
is
a
not Angry
study of
Orchard.
exterior design and all the possibilities of a future
This is
model.
supposed to
The
be a
QX60
Hofbrau
is a
house.
very important vehicle to Infinity. One of the first truly global products for Infinity. And we have sold more than 400,000 units worldwide since its introduction. And the current model is well known for being spacious and comfortable with usable three-row seating. Families are universal, and the need for a sophisticated but functional three-row SUV appeals to busy families everywhere, from North America to China, the Middle East, and Russia. And while the actual production model won't be revealed until 2021, today we give you a sneak peek into the direction
So production will not
our
be unveiled
designers
till
are
2021.
taking
That's the only
the future
information that
QX60.
we've heard so far.
We kept the space and functionality our customers love, while taking the design in the markedly new direction. I could tell you all about it, but I would rather just show you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my honor to introduce you to the new QX60 Monograph.
Alex's Kawaii Studio says more dislikes than likes. Car hasn't even been unveiled yet.
Hello and welcome to INFINITI's design studio from Atsugi, Japan. I am honored to give you a tour of the stunning new QX60 Monograph.
From the
In
side,
crafting
straight
the
up
Monograph, we
Land
wanted
Rover
to change
Velar.
the tonality of the QX60
Or Range
and
Rover, I don't know
transform
what
the
it is.
nameplate
One
from
of the
a
two.
sculptural and architectural point of view.
I don't think it looks like a Rogue.
We
at
raised
all.
the visual center of
I
gravity,
don't know what
giving
you
it
guys are
a
getting that
strong,
from, but
straight
hey, to each
shoulder
his own.
line that carries through to the hood
Looks
with
like a
a
Land
higher,
Rover from
more
the side.
prominent grille and a longer-looking cabin to
He's
deliver
wearing
a sense of
he's,
muscularity.
he's not
and
wearing
a commanding
pajamas this time,
presence.
guys.
The current
You guys.
QX60 is popular
killing
with
me.
families. It is known for offering spacious packaging
Emilio
and a
Estevez
comfortable
is back.
three-row seating, and we work very hard to maintain those
I need
proportions.
to move my face. They
while
keep moving everything
transforming the
around.
shape
I don't even know where to
to
put
a
my
more
face.
aerodynamic, muscular silhouette.
Gosh.
Viewed from the side, the Monograph shows off its long horizontal hood, defined fenders,
that doesn't say
long
Range Rover
wheelbase,
from the side, I
paired
don't know
with
what
a
does.
gentle rake of an A-pillar and tapered teardrop-like glass house that result
great
in
from
a
the
long,
side.
sweeping, sophisticated profile. Embossed with the INFINITI name, QX60 Monograph features large alloy wheels that fill the pronounced fenders
Oh, I guess a little bit of
and
aviator. I could
reinforce
see some
the
aviator too.
performance-inspired aesthetic. At the rear, the wide body and track paired
I
with
like
the
the- I like the
horizontal
rear.
window line gives
Look at
QX60
these. Look at
Monograph
this.
poised and
You see
stable
those fake
stance.
ass tailpipes? What is that?
The stunning paint on the QX60 Monograph
What is
has
that,
this
guys?
highly reflective nature that mimics the qualities of liquid metal, allowing the surfaces of the body to capture the shadows and lights of the environment around it.
I do
creating
like
a
the front
sense
end.
of dynamism.
They don't need to have that chrome
With
at
a
the
high
bottom.
contrast
but
black on the pillars and roof, the greenhouse glass is seamlessly connected,
I like the top of
giving
it, I
a
like
panoramic
the
feel
side,
to the
I like
cabin
the back,
and
just
promoting a sense of
not the
openness.
tailpipes.
The QX60
the fake
Monograph
tailpipes.
embodies the Japanese concept of ma, a sense
Sophia
of
says
minimalism
that's her
where
dad.
designers seek harmony.
Your dad is a
adding
very
just the
successful
right
man,
amount
if that is
of
truly your
elements
dad.
with very specific meaning to create something special. This is evident on the body, where at a glance it is simple, but when you get closer, you see that there are elements that are playing against each other in a sense of harmony. You can also see the intricate folds of traditional Japanese origami that
I like the
inspire
grill
the
as
inner
well,
mesh
Greg.
of the signature double arch INFINITI grill.
I like
The
if they can
result
keep
is
that
a
grill.
two-dimensional surface
I'm okay with that.
appears three-dimensional. QX60 Monograph has a large panoramic roof that features a kimono fold pattern, a series of intricate folded
I told you guys it was going to be a
This
lot of
design
talk,
has
just like
roots in
the
culture
Proto
of
Z was.
INFINITI's homeland and the structure of Japan's most modern architecture. Whether coming or going, the lighting on the QX60 Monograph draws you in. Inspired by the pattern of lines in an electrical heatsink device, the intricate new digital piano key lighting at the front and rear projects a futuristic
Paul,
appearance.
Pole is just like
The lamps are accompanied by an illuminated INFINITI Road emblem. Combined, the opening light sequence begins at the logo and fans out to the headlamps in a unique signature to welcome the
I
driver.
see you, Greg. Thanks for stopping by.
The overall effect of the QX60 Monograph design is a more planted, sophisticated SUV that can take on the beautiful chaos of family life in the most elegant
No, I don't
way.
think we're going to see the interior. They
A
would have
special
showed it
thanks
already.
to Taisuke Nakamura and the global INFINITI design teams here in Japan, the United States, China, who all contributed to the building of this beautiful QX60 monograph. Thank you so much, and we are proud to have shared it with you today.
Wish you could take the stunning QX60
it?
monograph home? With the
That's
help
it,
of
guys.
AR technology, you can see what it would look like in your driveway.
That's it.
Simply point your camera at the QR
Alright.
code to unlock
We're going to go back to the press release and see if we can find anything in here that's somewhat juicy. No images of the interior. No information about the powertrains. No information about the transmissions. And that's what I was expecting for the most part. I thought they would give us some sort of tip-off on, just like they did with the Proto Z. Oh, it's going to be a twin-turbo V6 with the manual, you know? Like, give us like, oh, it's going to have a brand new transmission and a brand new engine. I don't know. Give us something. Instead, we got a bunch of fluff. And I told my wife this earlier. I'm like, hey babe, I'm live streaming tonight, and knowing Nissan, it's gonna be about a 30 to 60 minute live stream, and it was actually shorter than that because it wasn't a live stream. It was a 15-minute video or whatever, where it could have been summed up in about 5 minutes. And yeah, here we go. We really, all that I took about it is this right here. It's going to be revealed. The actual production QX60 will be revealed in 2021. But that doesn't mean it's going to be available in 2021, which is a huge, like, what the F? You know? I hope it's available in 2021. If not, Infinity's dead. They're dead. They're done dead in the water. If this vehicle is not out by 2021, the only way they survive is if the current QX60 is just so damn cheap to lease. It's the only thing I can see. I don't know what else to say. And I'll probably read through this after the stream to see if there's anything juicy in here. I'll flip through the pictures with you guys, but how is this unacceptable or what? Let me go here. Let's go to the photos. Okay. I like the lights. I like the grille. I like the bumper. I don't like this chrome here at the bottom. That is a little gross to me. What's more gross is this right here. These fake tailpipes. Now, why would they have fake tailpipes? Because this is an electric car. This is a fully electric car. And they're looking underneath. I mean, there might not be any powertrain in this vehicle, but you don't see any pipes, like any tailpipes hanging down or anything in here. My guess is that this is going to be, I don't know. Gosh, I don't even know. They can't make it fully electric. That's the problem. They can't make it fully electric. It would be too expensive. And the Nissan Ariya is going to fill that electric niche for the brand. They could have an e-Power version. An e-Power would be a hybrid, but it's fully electric driven. It's just that the gas engine on board provides the power for the electrical systems. So I do like the taillights. I like the roof line a lot. I think the body's simple, but I like it. I mean, this screams Velar to me. Range Rover Velar, Land Rover Velar. It screams that to me. And that's not a bad thing because it's a beautiful SUV. I think this is a really good, overall, it's a really good looking SUV. Just this, these pipes, guys, these fake chrome pipes. Holy cow. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? This was a teaser image that they shared with us today, except it was like half of this. It's like cut down right here. The back looks good. It looks strong, except for these fake pipes. The front looks very minimalistic, very clean. Guys, that's a clean looking front end. I like it. I like it. Taillights. I'm a sucker for these taillights. Where are they going to put this windshield wiper? I bet, because most SUVs do it, they're going to stick a fat windshield wiper right here, right above the INFINITI logo. They're not going to tuck it underneath here unless they make this rear spoiler bigger. So if you look, guys, this is a very small rear spoiler. They're not going to be able to tuck in a windshield wiper underneath in there. Look at that's tiny. It's possible, I guess. It's possible. And I don't expect these handles to make it a production. I expect actual door handles instead of these flush body handles that we see in the Range Rover / LC 500 and a myriad of other vehicles. But I do like the INFINITI logo, or like the font here on the back. I think it's cool. I mean, I can't look at a whole lot more images. It's the same thing we've seen a gajillion times. Interesting. So this picture is actually interesting. So they say they have a glass roof, but if you look here, it looks like only this little square goes into the vehicle. Now, again, this is pre-production, but this looks like a massive sunroof, but it doesn't go further back. So I bet it's going to stop right there in the production version. I would be surprised if they decided to make the panoramic glass roof a little bit further back. Daytime running lights look okay. You can see, I mean, you guys, you can see the radar sensor here. So the fact that there's a radar sensor on the front, to me, says that there's an engine inside this thing, or actually some sort of powertrain inside of it. It might not be gasoline. It could be fully electric. That's still a possibility, guys. It could still be have an option for fully electric, but I just don't know. It gave us no information other than the looks of it. Okay, there's some lettering here. I think that just says INFINITI. I think I went through all the pictures. Any other videos for me to watch? Slow motion garage door raise. Really? They felt like this was an important video to add to their page? What? What? It's a glass garage door. I could see what it looked like outside of the garage door. Was that the most pointless video? Is there? Oh, it's a 4-minute video. Okay, so this is just B-roll. Let's skip around. Okay. All right. Okay, nothing we haven't seen. Nothing we haven't seen yet. I do like the paint. The paint's pretty cool. All right, let's check out the wheels, I guess. All right, we got some. Okay, I didn't notice this. Some red calipers. Okay, is this just a wheel B-roll? Can't be. Can't be. Okay, I'm gonna let this play, and I'm gonna talk to you guys for a bit. Chand is saying it's a hybrid. Some people are saying it looks like a Q7. They didn't even talk about a concept interior. I know. I feel like this is half of a concept, because at least in concept cars they show the interior. Right? Yeah, it is a nice house. It's probably Carlos Ghosn's house. Alfonso Albaisa's daughter, Sophia, is spying on me to figure out how I'm getting my insider information. I don't have any insider information. I wish I did. If I did, I'd probably have to be quiet about it. So you'll never know either way, right? You'll never know. They didn't even bother building a concept interior. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's not ready. Otherwise, they would have shown it. You can take a closer look with the 360 view at the bottom of the page. All right. All right, I'm scrolling. Scrolling. Wait, I didn't see any 360 views. I didn't see any 360 views. Here, I'm gonna play this video for you guys. Exhausts are so ugly. Totally agree. Expert throwing me a bone here. $1. Thanks, Expert. Thank you so much for helping me out a little bit. I'll take a drink on that. Cheers, brother. Hey guys, if you haven't liked the stream, I know it's pretty much done. It was much shorter than we were expecting. But if you haven't hit the like button, I would appreciate that. Someone said I had more dislikes than likes at some point. I'm like, what? How's that possible? Der Schweindel says Schwindel disagrees with Doug sometimes. I disagree with Doug, but I don't watch his stuff. I don't watch any of his stuff. I get notifications when he makes a video, though. He's incredibly intelligent. He knows a lot about cars, but I don't like his review style. And yeah, at least how he comes across on videos, I don't know if that's the type of guy I'd like to hang out with, but things could change. Like if I met him in person, he might be a cool guy to hang out with, but I don't know. For some reason, his personality doesn't seem to just jive with mine. But I definitely don't emulate my reviews off of his. I'll just say that. So, no, I mad respect for Doug. Mad respect for him. He's extraordinarily successful. He's all about the quirks. Yeah, his quirks have made him a unique channel, and people really enjoy that because he's very he can point out those interesting features about cars. So we have zero information on the power plant, transmission, interior, availability, pricing. Anything else? Did I miss anything else? What we know less about the car than we. Does that make sense? What we know about the car is far less than what we do know. I don't know if I'm not making a sense or if those are extremely wise words. I'm not quite sure. Doug is more of a pundit. Kirk is more of like an anchor man. I'm taking that as a compliment because Will Ferrell is the most epic anchor man ever. Kuya says, like, this is totally a clay model. Yep, it could very well be. We don't know when it's coming out. We know when they're unveiling it, which is a whole year. They're like, oh, final unveil will be in 2021. Not Q1 or first half or second half. Nothing. Nothing. No interior. Not even a sketch, guys. Not even a sketch of the interior. Okay, how long has the current XJ or QX60 been out? Since 2013? I'm going to Wikipedia this real quick. It's been out, yeah, I was right. I was right. I know my shit. Or so the XJ, I said XJ, it's JX. XJ, isn't that a Jaguar? But Infinity is JX. They had 1 year. 1 year. I saw one the other day. The JX35. Then they renamed it the QX60. So the JX35 came out in 2013. Production started in 2012. So it could have been in 2012 sometime. Oh, it was. It was announced. It was announced in April 2012 as a 2013 model. Okay. So this car, this QX60, this is how behind they are. This QX60 has been out since 20. Let's give them the benefit of doubt. Let's say 2013, and they can't even show the interior. Here we are, 7 years later. They can't even show us an interior sketch, talk about the powertrains. They can't even do any of that yet. And this is their best selling vehicle for Infiniti. They can't afford to not produce this vehicle in 2021. It's like, could you imagine if Lexus didn't update or redesign the RX? So the current RX came out in 2016. It's already getting old. This car's been out since 2013, 3 years older. And they can't even show us the interior of a concept. They can't even tell us about powertrains. It's like, what the frick? It's a beautiful design for the most part. I have my gripes with it, mainly the fake exhaust tips. Like, this is your best-selling car. This is a car you can't afford to, fall asleep at the wheel on. I don't understand. But I know that's the whole company, though. It's not necessarily Infiniti's fault. That is the entire Nissan is just scrambling. They're so lost at this point. And it's really sad, but I'm not going to give up hope. Hopefully this vehicle comes out a year from now. If it's later than a year from now, they're in big trouble. Unless they can just keep the lease price super, super low in the QX60, but no one's going to want it. No one's going to want it. I don't know, guys. Very interesting. QX60 is not the best-selling Infiniti vehicle. What is it, the QX50? QX50, I don't know. I love the looks of the QX50, but man, the CVT on that is worse than this QX60. I've driven both of them, and I cannot stand the CVT implementation on the QX50. I can tolerate it on the QX60. Kanetsu, feel like you're being a little bit harsh, Kirk. Aria Z, this is definitely back on the... Yeah, but you have to realize, Kanetsu, none of these vehicles that they're talking about are available anytime soon. When is the Z? When is the Z going to be available? When is the Aria? The Aria is going to be available sometime in the second half of 2021. And that's a fully electric, which I'm excited for. I'm glad they're doing something there, but it's like... There's going to be a lot of competition to the Aria in the second half of 2021. If that vehicle was available now, then it would be gaining a lot more attention and attraction. The problem is the Aria is not available for at least a year from now here in the States. What else did you say? Are they on the right path? Well, they're trying to get back on the path. I don't know. I mean... These designs, their designs are good. I like the design of the Proto Z. I like the design of the Aria. I like the design of this. Now, none of them are perfect, but for the most part, I think they're pretty good. But they're all just designs. These cars aren't out. Now, the Aria's been detailed from head to toe, so that car is coming out. But the problem is, it's still a ways off. And that's not a volume seller. That's not going to... give them the sales they need to stay afloat, I don't think. So yeah, I'm pulling for Infiniti. I want Nissan to do well. I want Infiniti to do well. I'm just going to be hard on them. I'm just going to say how I think it is. I'm honest. I'm an honest person. I'm excited for the QX55 as well. Hopefully they get rid of the CVT, but my hopes are small in reality. So they're going to take even longer to redesign the QX80. Well, they don't really... because Lexus hasn't really redesigned the the LX or the GX, Infiniti's kind of safe with the current design of the QX80. So yeah, Kuya Arby, he says, people keep waiting. They're going to look at other brands. Exactly. That's I've made that same comment about Lexus as well. MPG says he doesn't believe Infiniti will survive the next year. They will announce third quarter sales next week and it'll be devastating. We'll see. I'll definitely cover it on my channel, guys. Aaron, hashtag pray for Infiniti, tear face. You guys are funny. And thank you guys for coming out. Holy cow, 246 of you guys. If you haven't hit the like button, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you're new to my channel, I cover mainly Japanese and Korean autos, like 99% of the time. I started off with Lexus and branched out to Toyota, then branched out to Japanese cars and branched out to Korean cars. So it's been a very, very slow, almost Toyota-like progression. But it's been a journey, and I don't know where the channel is going in terms of coverage in the future. I would like to keep it as specific as possible because you guys really, really enjoy, and I really, really enjoy Asian vehicles. Doesn't mean that I don't like American vehicles or I don't like European vehicles. I like all cars. I'm just a car guy. But in the world of YouTube, I feel like you know, the reason why I focused down on it is I had specialty knowledge in Lexus. I used to work for Lexus up until about 2 months ago. So I had a lot of specific knowledge on Lexus and the Japanese automakers. So I started this YouTube channel, and I feel like it's going to continue to focus on that. But I'm open to suggestions, and I have made polls on my channel before for you guys to vote on because I'm malleable. I enjoy all cars. I don't get paid by any car company Japan doesn't pay me to focus on Japan cars. I don't get paid by Tesla to just talk about Tesla, even though most of the Tesla YouTubers don't get paid by, none of them get paid by Tesla. They just shell out their life for it. They're zealots for the brand, and I'm never going to be a zealot for a specific brand. I'll be the first one, as you guys know, I started this channel on Lexus. I'll be the first one to point out their deficiencies, as you guys know. You know, I still think they're one of the best car brands out there, but the clock's ticking. All right, I'll read some more comments. I'll stream for maybe 10, 15, 20 more minutes, 8 o'clock, that's about it. And then just hang it up, watch some basketball. I think there's some NBA on tonight. Yeah, 8 o'clock, right when the stream I'm planning to end. Guys, Lakers or Nuggets? Lakers or Nuggets, if you guys are sports people. Holy cow. Lakers or Nuggets? Any LeBron fans out there? Steven says Lakers. Lakers in 5. SJ says Nuggets. Speaking of Lexus, have you seen Kenny Vacek's videos? He does video walkarounds on Lexus. I may have. Does he work at a Lexus dealership? Maybe. All right, Leo, get some sleep, bro. You hit the YouTubes early and you ride them late, so get some sleep. You need to recharge for tomorrow. Hey, speaking of tomorrow, guys, I still have a few people left. My Mazda 6 review is going live at 7:15 Central Standard Time. I hope you like it. I do feel like it's my best review. It's still not the quality that I want to be, and it'll get better over time. You have to realize, like, when's the last time I did a car review? It was like an entire month ago when I was in Colorado, and that was like a traveling review, and that was new for me. I went out of state to review some cars. So my reviews will get better now that I'm at like home base, and my review style will improve over time. So just be patient with me. I hope you guys enjoy it. That's all I gotta say. Peugeot 5008. This Infiniti looks like a modern version of that vehicle, says Bader. All right, let's look at the Peugeot. Peugeot. Kind of. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. The more pictures I'm looking at. So I'll just show you what I'm looking at. Bader is saying it kind of looks like this vehicle. I can see with the daytime running lights and kind of the outline here. We all know that Nissan / Infiniti is heavily influenced by the French Renault. So maybe they're like, oh, we're just gonna steal a lot from this design here. Peugeot. Look what just came up. Gondam shirts, guys. If you haven't checked out my Teespring store, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Mike W. Mike W. If you're the Mike I think you are, you may have changed your name. You may have not have. You could be a different Mike W. But he says, I want to let you know that you're truly my favorite car channel. You have a great personality, and I know that YouTube will work out for you, man. Thanks, brother. Thank you so much. It is working out for me greatly. And just like any self-run business, you have your ups and downs. You have good days, not so good days. But overall, my channel keeps growing, and I have to thank you guys for that. You guys are just amazing. I mean, I'm living the life I dreamed of, and it's just every day I wake up and I get to live my dream. So I can't thank you guys enough for that. Bader says they're dropping CVT for all upcoming cars. I think that's wishful thinking. What do I think the Mazda 3 Turbo will be like? Similar to the 6? Yeah, I mean, the engine and the transmission's already, everyone knows what it's like. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of torque in that Mazda 3. It'll definitely accelerate quickly, but there's a reason they didn't call it a Mazda Speed 3. It's all, you know, you guys will see my review tomorrow that I really like the turbocharged 2.5 liter Skyactiv G engine from Mazda. I think it's a perfect engine for 90+% of people out there, but it's not exactly an enthusiast engine. SJ Kirk, when you hit 100K, can we name your 5th daughter? No more kids, bro. No more kids. No more kids. You guys would name her Lexus. I know you would. You guys are sick like that. You guys are sick people. DR says, this is nice. Yeah, look at this thing. If you saw this at a stoplight, no one would say, oh, that's ugly. I mean, I would put at least 1 inch bigger wheels on this biatch. But it's a good looking SUV. Just got to get rid of these dumb exhaust tip things. It could be a fully electric car. I don't know. Or there could be absolutely zero engine or anything in here. They're like, oh, well, we don't have any exhaust tips, so we're going to make some fake ones. Because there might not be any powertrain inside this monograph thing. So is Chrysler and Dodge dead? They could be dead for all I care. I've never been a Mopar guy. It's not like that I hate them or anything. I just have zero interest in Chrysler products compared to Ford and Chevy or GM. I have slightly more interest in the other domestic car makers, but like Chrysler products, I have absolutely zero interest in. Like I said, it's not that I hate them. I just could care less. If they like disappeared off the face of the earth tomorrow, I wouldn't even notice. When is the QX60 coming to market? We have no idea. All that Nissan / Infiniti unveiled to us was that the vehicle is going to be unveiled next year. They didn't say when next year. That was just an unveil, not availability. So, who knows? Okay, Der Schwindel. If Mazda goes upmarket, they will kill Genesis. Toyota's prepping Mazda to go after them. That's a great theory, and it's a possibility. But that GV80, man, I'd love to get my hands on a GV80 and review the shit out of it for you guys. Sorry if there are any kids in the stream, but I get excited about cars, if you didn't know. Infinity's against themselves. They're their own worst enemy. Nissan and Infiniti are their own worst enemy. They're not against anyone else. That's how I see it. So you're saying that the vehicle will be ugly if those black wheel surrounds weren't there, those glossy black wheel surrounds? Maybe. If they weren't there, I feel like the wheels and tires would need to be bigger. And that would raise it higher off the ground. But, good observation there. Well, they actually updated the interior on the QX80 recently. I think it has like a dual screens, and it finally has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And for most people, that's all people care about, really. So, Gokul Ram, he was a fan of the Chrysler 300 long ago. Yep. GV80 is a piece of art with some flaws. Of course, I mean, any car has its flaws. But I think it's definitely an interesting vehicle that's going to shake things up potentially. The problem is there's no Genesis dealerships. Really, hardly. I don't even know. The fact that I don't know, it means that most of them are in Hyundai dealerships. So it's me. No, they didn't unveil anything about the car other than the exterior. That's all we got. You want to see some GV80 stuff? Okay. All right. Here is the GV80. I mean, look at this interior. I mean, that looks pretty legit to me, guys. That is pretty crazy. Now, in my opinion, this looks better. This looks a lot cleaner than this. This looks like an entire generation newer vehicle than this does. This looks, but you have to realize this is not a real car. This car is not on the market right now. It's just fluff. This car is available for sale. And the interior is crazy. Look at that. Look at that. Is there a video? Got a video here?
John, why did you bring me here?
Chrissy Teigen, isn't she a supermodel? Or she used to be? Oh, that's
Can I have everyone's attention,
John Legend.
please? Excuse
John
Guy
Legend.
who thinks his loud suits a personality.
So they
Woman
got
who claims she hasn't had any plastic
they got
surgery. I saw you in the
people.
waiting room. And you, lady who
All
goes
right,
to Asia
we'll
once
just
and
watch
suddenly
this.
thinks she's spiritual.
Let's
Guy
watch
who
this.
leans on everybody for some
GV80
reason.
does look like the Bentayga.
Old luxury. You had a good run, but now it's time to zhuzh you up a little bit. I give you young luxury. John! Where were you? It was supposed to be a thing, and you made it not a thing.
What's the magic word?
Sexiest man alive.
Okay.
Introducing the GV80, the first ever SUV.
I
from
never saw
Genesis.
that commercial.
Somebody had to make luxury fun.
Who better than us, baby?
That's a good commercial. A little silly, very luxurious. They have very popular people. I liked it. I think it was funny. It was alright. It was alright. Pretty cool. Do you think GM and Honda could work out? Absolutely. I think they can work out. Love the GV80. Looks kind of tacky compared to this Infiniti. I would agree, but this is not the road going version we're gonna see when they unveil it. Killer Lord is finally here. Thanks for coming in, guys. If you just made it in, all Infiniti did was unveil the exterior of the car. It's a good looking car overall. Fake exhaust tips suck, but everything else looks pretty good about it. They didn't unveil anything else about the vehicle other than that they would unveil a final version in 2021, but they didn't say anything about powertrains, interior, availability, pricing. We're in the dark. We have more questions than answers. So what are my thoughts on the next gen MDX? I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I mean, I pretty much know what it's going to be like. We know the engines that are going to be in it. The 2-liter with about 270 horsepower, and then you have the 3-liter with 355 horsepower in the Type S. We know the infotainment that's going to be in it. We know the safety features. We know the sound systems. I mean, and we know the styling. The styling's going to look a lot like the TLX. So, and maybe the RDX a little bit, but more like the TLX. Any news about the LX? I wish. I wish. 5 more minutes, guys. If you have any further questions, let me know. But I'm just going to retire here shortly, watch some basketball, look up some more news. What are my favorite pickup trucks? You know, I'm not much of a pickup truck guy. I don't know. That might sound weird, but I'm not much of a pickup truck guy. I'll tell you my favorite. If I were to own a pickup truck, now let me move my face. Give me like a 95 Tacoma with a 5-speed manual. That's enough for me if I need a pickup truck. Now, if I need to tow a boat or something, that's a different thing. But if I'm just running around town or just hauling small things to and fro, I hate how big pickup trucks have gotten. It makes me sick. I hate the mid-size or the small pickup trucks nowadays. They're massive. The Tacoma is massive. The Colorado is massive. Frontier, they're all big. Can't get small pickup trucks anymore. It sucks, man. I even like the old Ranger. I actually like the old Ranger. Let's look like a 2001 Ford Ranger. You can't get stuff like this anymore. You can't get small pickup trucks. It's a cool looking truck. Bader, do you think Toyota will be creating a new marketing agency to be able to push better communication of reveals to the public? No, I don't think so. Chidera Obasi almost lost faith in Infinity, but I hope production version of this is close to concept, and please throw away godforsaken 3 CVTs. I agree. Well, Santa Cruz isn't out, and I don't even know what a Maverick is. So, Toyota sells Land Cruiser 70 pickup with 4.5-liter turbo diesel V6. Yep. Assault Axle. Yep. Yeah, we don't get that here in the United States. So that vehicle, as much as I love it and fantasize about it, it's irrelevant for me living here. No one is buying the Ridgeline. Let me do a little search real quick. Let me do some research on the Ridgeline for you guys for sales numbers. Okay, there's a Ridgeline. Here we go. U.S. monthly sales figures. So, of course, coronavirus hit them hard. They peaked at 3,000 vehicles this year in August. In 2006, they sold 50,000. 2018, 30,000. 2019, 33. Well, it's not going to be anywhere close to 33 this year. Do I like old school American muscle cars? Yeah, I do. They're not like, the Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds is about as cool as they get, in my opinion. But Angelo, I have Toyotas, but I'm not like a slave to Toyota. I'd be, there's tons of vehicles out there that I'd be comfortable owning, but Toyotas are pretty damn good. I don't know when the next pilot is coming out. I would assume it's going to be maybe late this year, early next year, because that's when we're supposed to get the MDX, which is based on the same car. Potentially, unless they decide to throw us a curveball. Those are, Rashad, those are all very hopeful things. ZDX, I would love to see it, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. NSX 4-door, not ever going to happen. A new RSX, maybe. Potentially working on a coupe. Acura 4-door coupe, no, they're not going to do that. What is that site for car sales? It is Car Figures. Carfigures.com. I use them quite often, almost daily. Jonathan, his dad has an 07 Ridgeline. Definitely corroded, but V6 runs great. Yeah, we get Nori Green on the LX here too, Killer Lord. It's kind of stupid. There's a lot of issues with the LX at this point. It's an amazing vehicle to last forever, but they're not selling any. So what do you think about the Nissan Quest? It's dead, right? They stopped selling it. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. If you haven't hit the like button, I'd appreciate that. I'm going to peace out. I don't know if I have any planned live streams coming up anytime soon. I'm sure there are going to be live streams coming, especially with the end of the year coming up. But I don't have any in my schedule. Oh, I do. October 20th, I'm going to cover the unveil for the Hummer EV. Because just not because it's, I mean, you can say it's Korean because it's powered by Korean batteries and stuff, but just because I think it's interesting, and I love live streaming with you guys. I love talking to you. So, like I said, I don't hate domestic vehicles. I don't get paid by the Asian automakers to only talk about Asian cars. So, yeah, I talk about things that interest me. So, and all electric Hummer definitely piques my interest. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, no, it's October 20th, James, is the unveil, and I will be streaming it in the morning, like 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that. So, all right, guys, have a good night. Thank you so much. Jonathan, real quick, Lexus should do a full-size luxury SUV that competes with Escalade. Yeah, they need one. Can't wait for the Mazda review. Yes, Mazda review will be in the morning tomorrow, 7:15 a.m. Central Time. So, hope you enjoy it. Thank you for coming out. Have a good night. If you haven't liked the like button or subscribe the subscribe button, go ahead and do that. I'll see you guys tomorrow, next video, in the chat, the comments. You guys rock. Thank you so much, Luxurious Fleet. I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, take care of yourselves.